Vala Morgulis. All men must die. What up, guys? Welcome to Game Over Entertainment. Today we're diving back into Game of Thrones episode 6. And man, it does not look good for our characters at Iron Raft dealing with the White Hills. Just to be completely honest, we have way too many determined characters on the field for all of them to survive. And we already have proof of how Game of Thrones treats determinate characters.
Where's Finn?
He was over there!
Finn!
We make for the North Grove!
So yeah, basically everybody's going to die. The typical Telltale recipe. So, that means Bloodsong, Asher, Rodrik, Duncan, and Royland all gonna perish in episode 6 in some form or fashion. Probably some big battle against the White Hills. And yeah, it kinda sucks. Man, it kinda sucks. Hopefully I am wrong. Hopefully they prove me wrong. But history has not been kind to these determinate characters that Telltale makes. Every time they make one, I'm like, damn it. Can they break the mold? Every time I hold out hope, and most of the time I get disappointed. With Asher's storyline, if you chose for him to stay, leave, and for Rodrik to stay, Asher's gonna have to be caught up to speed. Basically, the Sentinels will be talking about this. You probably have some moment between you and your mom where she's like really happy that you're back, because she the one who sent off for you and everything else, asking where the hell's Malcolm at. You gotta explain that situation with her. But then all that happiness will melt away when she asks where the hell is Rodrik and finds out that he is dead. So yeah, that's gonna be a bittersweet moment for her. Oh yeah, Griff has to die. That needs to happen. The sooner the better. A reunion with Gwen. That's gonna be pretty interesting. Asher got exiled because of a relationship with Gwen, a member of the White Hill family, which I guess is forbidden because it's kind of Romeo and Juliet storyline. The families hate each other. So that's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that. I'm not kind of sure what direction they're gonna go with that. Now on the other side of the coin, you got Rodrik alive, and some things I think we'll be seeing differently as we still playing with Rodrik. Well, maybe some kind of scene with your mom explaining how Asher never made it. Some scenes with Beska, Roger actually meeting her and find out what kind of person she is and stuff, and seeing that she still wants to fight, because now the main reason why she's even here is gone. Alright, Asher is gone. And also taming these pit fighters, okay? These pit fighters don't even know Rodrik whatsoever. Why would they follow him? Like they said before, they like to see you bleed and stuff, they don't trust you if they don't know you that you're a real warrior. Rodrik really hasn't proven himself to them at all. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he's gonna get their trust of the pit fighters, and Beska is gonna stick around or not. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure Beska's gonna want some kind of revenge for what just happened to Asher right in front of her face. So yeah, she'll probably stick around, man. And then we got some more scenes with Elena Gilmore, maybe. If we make it back to Iron Raft and she is still there, then we may get some scenes from that, and them talking about their relationship and stuff like that. The future, maybe Elena's pregnant, which will be just further evidence that Rodrik's going to die. The baby on the way cliche. But yeah. As far as Griff Whitehill is concerned, I would prefer that we take care of him right in the beginning of the episode. We already know where he is. He's right there inside the city. Only thing between him and a slow death is a bar gate. So there may be some other kind of way into the city. Maybe we could double back around by the shores and invade the city that way, or I don't know, just something. I don't feel like they should just let him get away right there, or they should just leave him there and just come back to fight him another day. I feel like they should take care of him right there, but I don't really know how that's gonna be handled. I don't know too much about invading castles and stuff and towns. As far as the main confrontation between Lud Whitehill and the Forrester family goes, we may be seeing some type of battle situation on the Whitehill land. I feel like we have enough forces now with the pit fires, now with Beska too by our side, to invade their territory and maybe be a little bit victorious, since the White Hills never really got their army that they were relying on. That's something they really needed into completely dominate this. So this may be a close fight. But guys, you gotta remember, this is Game of Thrones mixed with Telltale games. There is no happy ending here, okay? Telltale's cruel, Game of Thrones is even crueler. So when I said all men must die, that's exactly what I meant. The only people who probably will be left remaining standing are going to be the women and the children. No one is safe. Like I said earlier, with all these determined characters, I think we're going to be successful in rescuing Ryan. I think it's one of the big goals as our family that we have to accomplish, and I think it's going to be met. So Ryan, I think he's going to be safe, and I think we're going to get him out safely. Give us some type of a happy ending. But yeah, man, that's the way I see things really kind of playing out right here for this episode. And this episode is probably going to have a lot of replayability just due to the fact that the storyline could be altered, whether you chosen Asher or Rodrik. So there's a lot of replay value there, which I'll be checking out both sides of this coin. And yeah, I can't wait for this, man, because this is the main grip, the main glut of the story, and the main thing that's going on right here is the struggle of the Forrester family, Iron Raft versus the White Hills. And now we get to see it come to its conclusion and see what's going to happen, man. Do you think Asher and Rodrik are destined to die, or will Telltale keep one of them alive? Alright, my hope is that this may give light or break the mold that Telltale has created for these determined characters, that they must die or be whisked away in some way in the storyline where they are out of it completely. Walking Dead Season 3, you know, we had a very crucial determinant situation at the end of Season 2, the finale, and maybe this may give light to, if they keep Asher and Rodrik as a viable candidates in the storyline here, then that may actually translate to how Telltale's kind of changing toward this determinant situation, which could carry over to The Walking Dead Season 3 and give us a forecast of the fact that these characters may be surviving, despite the fact that history is kind of against them, the Telltale history. This episode is going to have to be pretty long. I'm saying a lot of stuff right now, but all this stuff I'm saying is enough to fill up an entire storyline, an entire Game of Thrones episode dedicated to the Rodrik and Asher storyline. Okay, that's what I'm saying right now, but I don't think the episode's gonna be that long, so I don't know how they're gonna wrap this up so quickly. That's the only thing I'm really worried about. They got a lot of stuff going on with these characters, but can they wrap it up in a short amount of time? I don't want them to rush it. Some things, some plot devices, you'd be like, how did we get here so fast? Or how did we get in this situation so quickly? Because they've had to rush it, and that's one thing I'm kind of worried about with this season finale. Just a whole bunch of stuff they have to get through. I feel they need to get through, and not enough time. An hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours, it won't be enough. Not in my eyes. But yeah, thoughts below, people, and I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. See you.